It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Watson now to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson. He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. To the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Third down, it's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And they can't bring him down. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7.
He's crossing. He's checking it out now. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. 125.
Watson just beating the play clock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give to Elliott. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 42. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Elliott running right. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time. Off of play action, it's Watson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third down, Elliott. Yeah, he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that's Elliott, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. But right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Prescott from the gun. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A real real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Zerline's kick is up and through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
It's a squib kick picked up near the 25. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Wilson, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Play here will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 15-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Smith catches left side. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and a yard, Prescott forced out to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Check 15. Check 15.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Smith able to get him for a loss of about 3.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
10. Check 26, 29, 59. Check.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And a short gain down to about the 33.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Second down. It's Sanders fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down. Watson. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Prescott. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get the inside.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
To throw, Prescott.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Dak.
This will be caught at about the 6. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Here's Dak.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout. Football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.